the Feds have once again decided to pause the rate hike for now. The decision just came out from their most recently issued statement, which says the committee decided to maintain the target range for the federal fund rates at 5.25 to 5.5%. Let's talk about this and what it means for the economy and the housing market in this video. Hello everybody, this is Bojie He, your local Bay Area real estate agent. Once again, welcome to my channel. I have made several videos in the past year analyzing and forecasting the real estate market. And my point was basically centering around the high rates because it is a huge driving factor to the economy. I've also made points that the rates will come down slightly this year because the rates went up so much so quickly in 2023. And now the mortgage rates did come down slightly from its peak in 2023, but it's still very high. The Fed funds rate, on the other hand, has been held steady. According to the Fed's statement, that recent indicators suggest that the economic activities has continued to expand at a solid pace. Job gains have remained strong, and the unemployment rates have remained low. Inflation has eased over the past year but remains elevated. In recent months, there has been modest further progress towards the committee's 2% inflation objectives. Now, this is the main reason they decide to keep the rate as it is. Basically, they haven't made much progress with reducing the inflation, and you can understand it like this. Since nothing is working based on what they're trying to do, therefore, they aren't doing anything. And here it says, the committee seeks to achieve maximum employment and inflation at the rate of 2% over the long run. The committee judges that the risk to achieving its employment and inflation goals have moved towards better balance over the last year. The economic outlook is uncertain, and the committee remains highly attentive to inflation risks. So, to summarize, the current economic situation we're in as of 2024 is that the stock market is doing great, mainly due to a few high-tech companies' performance. Job market is great, economics seems to be strong, and real estate market is overall strong too. However, the inflation is still very high. So, what the Fed's trying to achieve in its statement is what we call a soft landing, meaning to reduce inflation without triggering recession, as opposed to a hard landing, which is to smash inflation by triggering recession and reset everything. Of course, the worst scenario is what we call stagflation, and that is recession and high inflation, meaning nothing is achieved. Now, knowing that, and knowing that nothing has worked so far, the Fed's decision right now is basically no decision. This is like an unknown territory for them, and the best decision right now for them is to do nothing about the rates, but just keep monitoring the situation. So I know a lot of these investors and gurus out there think that they know everything. I mean, a lot of what they do is the theories that if this happens, then that would happen, which is not wrong, but the hardest part of winning in any market short term is the timing. We're waiting for simple things to happen, but we'll never know when it will happen. And the rate situation is a perfect example. So until the Feds gain enough clarity about what they would like to do, all we have to do perhaps is just to wait. Now, besides the Fed's meeting, the participating party have also submitted an economic projection documents outlining what they think is most likely the outcome. I will provide the link of the document in the video's description. But in short, the projection can be summarized to three things. Number one, core inflation to be 2% by 2026. Number two, the interest rate keeps higher for longer, 5.1% in 2024 or 4.1% in 2025. Three, GDP remains around 2% and unemployment raised slightly to 4.2% by 2025. So look, The Fed's giving themselves a flexibility to cut rates later if necessary. Therefore, they're not doing anything right now as of this moment. Okay, enough about them. What does all these mean for the economy and the real estate market overall? And here's my personal take. Fed's effort to achieve the economic soft landing is uncertain. Will they trigger another recession? We don't know. All these are possibilities. The inflation induced high price, high rates can make things less affordable, and the increase of unemployment, I mean, not the COVID one, will reduce consumer spending. Thus, all these together could trigger recession. That doesn't mean the real estate price nationwide will crash automatically because most of the homes have a lot of equities and the new construction home supplies still have not met the growing demand. However, if the rates remain high, it will put the pressure on price appreciation. And if you're still expecting crazy real estate price appreciation like the one during the pandemic, that's not likely to happen either. So overall, the economy is uncertain and it's in transition. Whether you're buying a home or renting while investing, the difference, check out my other video that goes more in depth with the numbers to help you make a decision. And remember, invest with the mindset of having a strong long-term growth and don't react to short-term market volatility. Anyways, that's all I got to say this time, and hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you find value, and I'll see you on the next video.